going on, guys? And welcome in to the Bench is Clear podcast, where we cover the best rivalry in all of sports. I am Jesse Gutierrez, and I represent the side of the San Francisco Giants, who went an even 3-3 last week.
And I swear this is the last time, only because the ring ceremony is tomorrow. Once that's gone, I'll be done. I'm Tyler Cohen. I represent the 2020 World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers, who started the season a strong 5-2. Should have been 6-1, but 5-2.
I know I should be sad that you're 5-2 and I'm 3-3, but at the same time, I'm just so happy that we're talking about real fucking baseball this episode. It is so fucking I like our off-season stuff. I really like interviewing people and really trying to get in some different things. But there's just nothing like talking about the real shit,
There really isn't, and especially having fans in the stadium. And I haven't been to a game yet. I'm going in a couple weeks, but even watching it on TV, it's so much better. It's the real thing. It's everything is more or less back to normal in the baseball world. And I couldn't be happier.
Yes, everything is the same. Everything's back to normal. Everything's great. Not really. But
I feel pretty good.
I
said I feel pretty good.
I feel great.
And that's a rare moment. So let's let me have this. Okay.
I'm fully vaxxed and I'm ready to smash, baby.
Dude,
you know what it is,
baby.
That line didn't really work on my wife, though. I said that, and she was like, well, no.
Keep trying. Maybe lose some weight.
Yeah, exactly. So we are going to talk about something. I know, bring it down a little bit. We're going to talk about this All-Star game. We asked you guys, it would be I guess we could start off with a poll time. We asked you guys, the All-Star game is being moved to Coors Field. How we feeling? I don't know if I should just start with who won, right? We'll just start where I think it should be, and you're on the right side of history, 43%. A lot of you guys said I don't care. Some 17% said bullshit, just politics, and 2%, a little bit of my heart, just says I just don't want it at Coors Field. I don't want it there.
Why?
But
why? Well, I don't understand why.
Because I don't want to reward the Rockies for getting the All-Star game when they're literally just like fire selling. Like, you should give it to a city and a team that is actually fucking trying. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's going to be really tight to see the home run derby there. Oh, the home run
derby is going to be, dude, there hasn't been a All-Star game in Colorado since 98, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's going to be sick. I'm so for it. Because initially, I swore that I read that it was going to Camden Yards and it was going to Baltimore. I thought I read that somewhere. And then like the next day it was like Coors Field. And I was like, oh shit, that's even better. I'll take it.
I'm not stoked that it's at Coors Field, for obviously the reasons I said. But I am excited to see the home derby there. Like that is, dude. I mean, I feel like we're going to see a 600-foot home run.
That's possible. It really is. The thing that gets me though is, the whole politics of the situation.
Right.
Because I don't want to get into the politics of the situation, but you have to feel for the Braves fans. I mean, diehard fans.
Sure.
Dude, I was looking so forward to the All-Star game last year, and having it get canceled, obviously because of COVID, I was bummed. And then when they announced we'd get it in 2022, it was like, okay, like at least we're getting it in 2 years. That's fine. But to just take it away, I mean, you're punishing people that have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And I understand that it's, setting a standard saying like your state's going to lose business if you keep trying to pull this shit. But so I understand in that aspect, but you got to feel bad for, imagine if you're a 10-year-old kid and your parents were like, we're going to the All-Star game. Like that's a bummer, but
that's how I felt last year when I set my tax return aside, me and my wife, who were like, oh, we're going to the All-Star game. It's happening.
Yep,
and then
me
it was
too.
So, I can completely understand it. My only thing, like I said, we're not going to get into like the different reasons.
We won't get
why,
into the intricacies of
exactly
the political decision here.
The one thing that I do want to state is people are saying by doing this, you're hurting the people of Georgia, and you're taking away from the businesses that are there, and you're tuned to it and I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm not going to argue if this is taking away, like that's just a whole different thing. But if what they're saying is true and it's taking away rights and it's disenfranchising people, taking away their right to vote, I think their rights to vote mean a little bit more than making some money on a weekend of the All-Star game. So if they believe that, and if they have evidence saying that does, it is taking away from their rights, I think people would pick their rights over a weekend.
Right. The only thing that gets me is this wasn't a vote. There wasn't a measure or proposition introduced to vote on how should we change the voting law. It was the state legislature that changed it. So you have the citizens of Georgia not even being able, they don't have a say in it. It's all politicians. So it's
right.
It's just a shitty situation all around.
Hit up your fucking legislators, and that's on them. And you know what? I want to be like, hey, Manfred, good job. You finally got a good one. But at the same time, it came out that they were getting pressured because sponsors were going to drop. And then there was a rumor, whispers that players might refuse to play. So I want to give Manfred credit because I don't want to just beat down on him all the times that he's wrong and when he fucks up, because he fucks up 98% of the time. But at the same time, I can't really give him any daps, because at the same time, you're kind of a bitch. You're just doing it for those reasons. So.
Right. It's all for money. It's all about money.
Right.
And
it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Here's the other thing.
Right.
The reason I think it moved to Coors, here's exactly why. And I bet you I'm right. 100% right. You can't move it to Tech. Right. You can't move it to Globe Life Field because you had all the playoffs there. You're stimulating their economy, whatever.
Right.
But Coors Field is the number 2 stadium as far as attendance percentage. They're allowing 42% capacity, and I'm sure that number will get bigger. So that's going to be the most tickets sold outside of Texas. So I guarantee you that's why it went to Coors Field.
That makes a lot of sense. I did not know that. Yeah. Thank you so much for that knowledge drop.
Just follow the money, my friend.
Today. Exactly. Hey. That's what I'm saying.
I got notes.
That's the reason I'm doing it. So
I got notes.
Today I got time, cuz. Yeah. Let's get into this actual baseball now. Like let's forget about the stories for 1 second. I'm gonna call dibs. I'm gonna go first because I started talking first. Giants went 3-3. Yeah, man. It's a little heartbreaking because they could have easily went 4-2 for this week. Obviously, with their blow up of the bullpen of game 1, they did beat the Padres in a series, facing their 2 aces. The game that they lost, they were in. I mean, they were winning and just kind of gave up a solo shot, and so I am 100% excited about the week. Besides day 1, and I feel like because it was so long ago, I'm kind of ready over it, a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, man, I mean, this offense is, the right-handed offense is looking really good. Left-handers need to pick it up. Yaz is concerning me because he got hit in the hand and, just doesn't look the same at the plate. Obviously something's bugging him. There's no way he's looking this bad just on a slump. Especially how good he was looking in spring training. He did have a home run in yesterday's game, pinch hit home run. So that's encouraging. God, the Giants are just fucking monsters. They're banging home. They have more home runs than the Dodgers this year. And I think that's, what was that?
Most people probably have more home runs than the Dodgers.
Well, I'm sorry. If someone was going to tell you last year the Giants are going to have more home runs than the Dodgers after the first 2 series, you wouldn't believe it.
With the Dodgers playing at Coors Field as well? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and not only that, but the Giants are playing in Seattle and San Diego, 2 pitchers parks. So, yeah, I mean, God, it's just everyone. It's fucking everyone. Donovan Solano is a fucking monster. He was hitting 500 before today. I know. I mean, it was going to end eventually, right? But it's just to even go this long is an accomplishment, in my opinion. So Big ups to Donovan Solano. Big ups to the starting rotation doing their damn thing. Jake McGee is a fucking monster, dude. I don't understand why they didn't.
He's looked good. He's looked good.
He is like
I will admit,
untouchable. Like I can't remember the last time I have not been nervous in the 9th inning, and now I'm not nervous anymore.
Oh, that must be nice because we're gonna get into that for the Dodgers. Believe me.
Okay, well then you want to do. I'll end with studs and duds of the weeks, and then you can start with it. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Speaking of that, we'll close off the Giants section with stud and dud of the week. You know what it is. Gotta start with my dud because I want to start bad news then good news to lift the spirits on our way out. I'm gonna go dud. Obviously has to be Matt Whistler. 32.4 ERA. Has only gotten an inning and 2/3 of work. Technically, I mean he's been in 4 games, so that should tell you right there he's been in 4 games and he's only had that many outs to tell you how bad he's been doing. It obviously the walks in game 1, it didn't set a good precedent, and then in game 2 he came and had a real shutdown inning. Game 3 he just gave up a solo shot, but then got a couple outs, and we were like, hey, it's good. And then today happened. Walks again and then gives up another bomb. So tough go for him. I do think he's better than 32, but I do think he's going to be, he needs to be demoted to, I just don't understand Kapler's. He's very like, hey, we need to rest guys. We need to rest guys, except for the fact that he's thrown Whistler in 4 fucking games and he's the one struggling. So it's like, I don't understand why he's your go-to guy and you want to rest other dudes that are doing well. That doesn't make sense. So I understand there's only 2 righties in the bullpen, but if you have that many lefties, you can't go lefty. I mean, righty lefty, do your matchups that you want if you only have 2 fucking righties. So
yeah, he did that I remember there was a stretch last season. I forget who it was for you guys where he kept putting him in. It wasn't Trevor Gott, okay. But Coonrod also had like a few game stretch where he was pretty bad.
You're right.
And they kept going back to him, which I don't understand. But
I understood the Gott thing because it was like he was like the closer, so it was kind of like, hey, I'm gonna go back to my guy after he blew, a game, but then he blew another game, then he blew another game. Then it was like kind of like, oh, he's not fucking your closer for 10 years. You got to keep on giving him shots. Now it's time to step back. So it seems that, and I don't want to beat down Kapler because, dude, Kapler's done wonders with this fucking offense. I can't believe like that. I'm not like we would be down 2 runs and I would be like, okay, we're done. There's no way we're going to score 2 fucking runs in 3 innings. That just didn't happen in Giants baseball. Now it's like, oh, it's only 2 runs. It's freaking walk and a freaking dinger. That's how the Giants fucking play now. So he's completely turned that around, but he just has to make adjustments with his bullpen management. So, don't want to beat him down too much. I hope he does make his adjustments. He has been leaving starters in longer. That was his first round of adjustments that I was talking about last year. I feel like he's making that, but got to be better with your bullpen choices, obviously. And I got to end with my stud, fucking Evan Longoria. Put some respect on my guy's name right now. I can't even speak right now. I'm so excited. Old man strength. My man's hitting 318, 400 on base. That's what's this? A 773 OPS. Oh, that's not OPS. That's fucking slugging. He's hitting 773. His OPS is 1.173.
Oh,
guy's just fucking mashing. 3 bombs.
1.1. That's cute.
OPS, that's amazing. And for Evan Longoria, the guy who they said, oh, I can't believe you traded Christian Arroyo for him. Where's Christian Arroyo? Fucking, he was released and is in fucking Boston. By the way, I hope he does good. I really like Christian Arroyo, but I'm just for context, okay? For context. I'm just saying, Longo, great trade by Bobby Evans. Put some respect on Bobby Evans' name, just a little bit. Put some respect on Longo's name. Old dude can mash. I wanted to put Posey in there so bad, but Longo's just doing better. The Buster Posey dick dropping tour is still going on. My man's
has begun.
Has begun. That is it. Thank you very much. Thank you, San Francisco.
Before I get into my stud and dud of the week, I do just want to say my favorite part about opening day, because there obviously wasn't any for the Dodgers, was me texting you late at night because I
you
saw
might
the
get cutting out,
Giants.
dude. You can't.
Yeah,
I can't understand.
I saw the
You might wanna
Giants
just stop.
Mariners score, and I said, "What's it like getting a win on opening day?" And you responded, noting that you thought the win was inevitable. And then I
I don't
woke up the
know.
next morning and looked at scores, and you guys fucking blew it, and I couldn't
Yes.
believe it. It was one of the best
Right.
moments of my week.
Did you see the video I made? Did you see the TikTok I made of it? And
No.
posted on the Twitter? Yeah. Well, I held a press conference to apologize for my actions because you were asleep, so you don't know. But I waited to text you back because I was like, oh, it's really early. I'm not trying to jinx it. And I texted you back literally right before the 8th inning, right before they blew it up. So it was obviously on me. And hopefully I could just fix Matt Whistler by putting him as my dud, which means on this podcast, when we talk shit about someone, they do great. So.
Well, as long as you learned your lesson, that's all that matters.
I did.
All right. Kicking it off for 2021 Dodger baseball. We're going to start with stud and dud of the week.
And dud of the week.
We'll start with dud. It's Kenley Jansen for what, the millionth time? Jesus fucking Christ. Yesterday, blew the save. It's his third appearance, only his second save opportunity, and he already blew it. And I get it that, there's guys on second base because it's extra innings, but still, I don't know. Corey Knebel has been lights out, and I think it's too early to switch it over to him, but it's going to be him. Really? I guarantee you at some point in the year, it's going to be him. So with Kenley, I mean, just looking at his numbers, it's not horrible, but here's the one thing that stands out to me. 4 walks, which is tied for the lead on the team in 3.2 innings. Also, Jimmy Nelson, 4 walks in like 2 innings.
Yeah, Jimmy Nelson.
Those guys, Bruzdar can't come back soon enough because as soon as he does, Jimmy Nelson's fucking out of there. So it was super frustrating. I didn't get to see the end of the game because, as I've told you, I was chasing an Xbox.
Right.
Game is life. Yeah, Jimmy Nelson, Kenley Jansen blew it today. They're duds of the week. Hopefully they can figure it out, but I don't have much hope. Now to my studs of the week. And if you heard what I said studs, plural.
You only get one stud.
I have 9 of them. 9.
You can't have 9 studs. You have to talk about it. We're not here for an hour.
You know? I have nine position players on the Dodgers roster batting over 300. We got Will Smith, Max Muncy, Chris Taylor, Corey Seager, Mookie Betts, Justin Turner, Zach McKinstry, Gavin Lux, and Austin Barnes, all hitting 300 or above. So I'm giving it out to all of them. They all look great. They just need to keep doing what they're doing. And, the Dodgers won 2 series. And that's the most important thing. So Dodgers opening day wasn't great. Kind of a bummer. But then we come back, win 3, take the series 3-1. Bauer takes a no-hitter into the 7th. And Bauer looked so good. But as soon
so hot right now
as that inning kind of started unfolding, I knew he was going to be giving up some hits. I mean, I didn't think 3 home runs or 4 home runs, I believe it was, because he was on base for too long. He got on base and was on base for like 20 minutes in the top of the 7th, which is never good. You always know a pitcher is going to kind of, crumble after that. But something interesting happened, and I'm not sure how aware you are. Opening day, the Arizona Diamondbacks hit 4 home runs in 1 inning and lost. And as far as statisticians can prove, first time that's ever happened in MLB history. So over 150 years, right? Mm-hmm. The next night, the Rockies hit 4 home runs in 1 inning and lose. That's why baseball is so fucking cool. Something that's never happened in 150 years, then happens 2 days in a row. Now we'll probably never see it again for another 150 years.
50 years. So, that's the best part about baseball, dude. It's like, with other sports, you take a knee and you run out the clock and you win the game. Like, not here, bitch. Yeah, you need to put your best guy in. You need to get those last 3 outs or you ain't winning. So, and people can come back, teams can come back from 10-0, 1-0, like it's obviously a lot more rare, but it's like, fuck, dude, when it happens, fucking romantic. I love it.
That's true. You're not wrong. Yeah. Big thing for the Dodgers, 6 players with an OPS over 975. 6 players. Will Smith leads the major leagues in OPS, 1343 OPS. It's just absolutely insane. Max Muncy, 1156. Chris Taylor, 1091. Corey Seager, 1070. Mookie Betts, 1030. I mean, come on. This offense
high score. What does that mean?
insane.
Did I break
it? Is that good? Did I break it? The offense is clicking. Pitching just needs to catch up a little bit. Kershaw didn't look great opening day. He looked good in Oakland. Bauer is just going to be that guy that gives up home runs. We know that. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get a lot of hits on him, but he's going to give up home runs. But Bauer, he's looking solid. There's been some base running issues. That's been a problem. Obviously, we all know about the home run single fiasco for Cody Bellinger, where JT ran back and Bellinger passed him. It was just such a weird series because you have that, which should have been the first home run of the season. But then the actual first home run of the season is Zach McKinstry hitting that inside the park home run where Tapia actually catches it and brings it back into the field. It was just a fun
home run. It was a home run, then it was a robbed home run, and then it was an inside the park home run.
Right.
That's a great dad.
Big up to our boy Zach McKinstry for, sticking to his fundamentals and never stop running. Good on him. Also today, Zach, dude, I can't say enough about McKinstry. He is just a fucking baseball player. Today, we have someone on second and third, but they're playing McKinstry in a shift. McKinstry just bunts a ball down the line, and it's going to be for an infield hit. But Austin Barnes has no runner behind him. He has no runner forcing him. Runs to third, right into Matt Chapman, who tags him out. Luckily, Muncy got to the plate before. But, I mean, McKinstry has such a heads-up play, and then you have Austin Barnes being a doofus and ruining it. So the base running, needs to be a little bit better. But the Dodgers look good. I mean, they take 3 of 4 from the Rockies. They take 2 of 3 from the Athletics. Bellinger is hurt. Mookie Betts was hurt. So we don't know. It looks like Mookie will probably be ready to play on Friday. Belly might have to go on the IL. I haven't really heard anything. Chris Taylor missed a game, but he came back today. He looked good. So it's a long season. I would much rather them go on the IL now than, have to go on the 60-day later. So just keep winning, stay healthy, and things are going to work out for the boys in blue.
That's good. After hearing about that Zach McKinstry home run, I also probably should have noted our boy Jorge Mateo on the San Diego Padres, who assisted Darren Ruff in a home run, center fielder. Ball goes over, and it could have been a home run. We don't know. It might have been a robbed home run, but it just hit the palm of his glove and popped over the wall. So funny home runs happening on the two teams this week.
Yeah, it's just been a weird week.
And then you baseball.
have, something that doesn't have anything to do with either of our teams, but kind of does. Fernando Tatis Jr. officially on the IL today.
Right. He might have surgery.
But what's weird to me is it's the same thing Bellinger had, where his shoulder would just kind of pop out, like when during the celebration. But he started getting it from diving back into first. But the way Tatis on that swing, it just looked violent. That shit looked like it hurt. Mm-hmm. So never want to see a guy go down. Hopefully, he doesn't need season-ending surgery, but
I only saw it from a highlight. I was watching the game, but it was also Monday night, and I had a stand-up show in Lancaster, so I was actually doing it when that happened. So I did not see it live.
So, Padre fans are sad, which I love that.
And they just got beat, and they just got their ass beat by the Giants. So
that's true. Which
with their aces,
I don't know. I'm indifferent to that, but hopefully Tatis is back because the biggest reason is I don't want to hear, well, we could have won it all, but Tatis was hurt. Yeah. I don't want to hear that bullshit. The same thing we heard about Clevenger last year, even though they couldn't score any runs. It's not like Clevenger was hitting home runs. So Padres fans can still, kiss my ass.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully Tatis isn't hurt too bad.
And like we've said in the past, that should never be an excuse. If someone is hurt and that exposes your team, that means you don't have depth. That means your team is not that good. So you can't use that excuse of reason why. It's just, to me, that's just like, well, if Mike Yastrzemski was hot, yeah, we would have won that game. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, dude. If Corey Seager hits 450 during the season, we'll probably win the World Series. No shit. That's just how it works.
Exactly. You gotta have depth. You gotta have depth. Just don't come at me with that bullshit. And now to our favorite part of the show, brought to you by Farhan, the fuck you of the week. Fuck that guy. You can quote me on that. Is gonna go to one of our favorite reoccurring spotlights. Fuck you of the week. One Rob Manfred for being a dumb bitch and handling the Nick Castellanos situation like said dumb bitch. I mean,
yeah. How the hell do you suspend that guy for 2 games? For nothing. Literally a nothing burger. Nothing.
I don't want to say it was nothing because it was obviously a taunting thing. But if you get pegged with 92 miles an hour to the ribs, and then you get 2 knees to the back when you slide in at home, I think you should be allowed to give a little ha. I mean, yeah. It's been said a million times, but that happens in the NBA after every single fucking dunk. Okay, this is where MLB's got it wrong. That's bullshit. I mean, honestly, do you know who should have been fucking suspended during this whole thing? Nobody. It's all good for the sport.
I was gonna say my ears really perked up there because I was like, yeah, who? I'm curious to see what you think here.
Everything was good. Molina didn't throw any punches. I mean, he did come up on him. And anyone who's talking about the COVID thing, like, oh no, we can't have people. They literally get tested every single day. That's one thing that MLB has been good for. They've only had false positives. I haven't heard about any false negatives. Okay, so the testing is good. They're tested every single day. I mean,
yeah, you can't make that argument where you have. I don't know if it was opening day, but this week those fans trying to grab the ball out of Aaron Judge's glove when he caught that foul ball.
Right.
Like, I would be more worried about fans grabbing dudes than guys who get tested every day. So if MLB is willing to have fans, then MLB shouldn't give a shit if 2 dudes want to be this close to each other who get tested every day.
Right. Yeah,
it's a nothing burger for me again.
And that's what we've been talking about for a while. That's why some people don't take it seriously, because you make stupid rules that don't make sense. You know what I mean? Like police, like people that are getting tested every day, you're going to police if like they're like together. It's like they just tested negative. They're fine to be together. Like let's stop the mask. Talking about mask in your own press box. This is fucking madness. Just stop with the dumb things that aren't working. Do the things that are, hey, when you're around people, wear a fucking mask. Very simple. Then maybe more people would take it seriously. I mean, they should have taken it seriously from the beginning. But, when you make stupid rules that don't make sense, it puts holes in the argument. So, I loved it. I love the, I'm on the Nick Castellanos train right now.
Yeah. I would like to make an honorable mention for fuck you of the week.
Honorable mention. Okay. Oh, I like that.
Dusty Baker. Honorable mention for fuck you of the week for being just a little crybaby bitch, saying that our guys
never done anything wrong in your life?
Yeah. Our guys have served their time. They had the punishment. What was that punishment? Remind me. Was there one? There wasn't. So fuck you. And then him criticizing, I forget what he said exactly about the Angels fan base since they threw that trash can with trash onto the field, which was fucking awesome. Dude, this is the first chance
we're delay the game
for what, 45 seconds.
See that I'm not a fan of that. Like, they're still playing a game. Don't be throwing shit on the field.
I'm not
heckle the fuck out of them, but don't be throwing shit.
I'm not advocating for throwing shit on the field, although it was very funny. But
yes, I get what you're saying.
Dude, no one's had a chance to be able to speak their piece. So the whole like, it happened 4 years ago. Yeah, it happened 4 years ago, but we didn't know about it until last year was when it was all like really coming out and we knew definitively. So now we're starting to get our chance. So get fucking used to it. You're going to have to be, that whole team's going to have to be mentally tough because they're going to get it everywhere they go. But to their credit, they've been playing pretty damn well, which is unfortunate. But Dusty Baker, fucking, grow some thicker skin.
Yeah, I think it was even said that their punishment is the fact that no one's going to let them forget about it. I mean, at some point, I think us as fans are going to have to be like, all right, never forget it. And yeah, no one's ever going to look at the 2017 championship, as legitimate. But I mean, if you just are continuing the stuff maybe 4 or 5 years down the line when most of the guys, I mean, if not all of them, are off the team, then it's like, okay, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
But look at it now. Who's really gone from that team? Like 4 guys?
Yeah, exactly. And it's the first, even if a lot of guys were, at the same time, it's the first chance the fans have gotten to them. So
yeah,
it's going to be a long season.
Yeah, as soon as whoever gets a fastball first in the upper area of the body, that's going to be the highlight for me. I'm still waiting for it because I'm a huge advocate for throwing high against those guys. I don't care what anyone says.
Just not ahead. I'm down for throwing. I just don't throw it at the head. But
I'm talking in the mouth.
When do the Dodgers play? When do the Dodgers play the Astros first?
So the Dodgers will see the Astros in May, but that's going to be in Houston. But in August, it's going to be fucking lit. And I don't say that word, but it's going to be lit.
Maybe we should both try to get tickets to that game. That might be fun.
Dude, I got tickets to 3 series.
Yeah, but that's all that's on sale was April stuff. I'm not going to go until Giants play there in May. So that's when I want to try to go. So, but I would be down to go to and boost some Astros and maybe do some shit out there. So that'd be tight. And that has been Fuck You of the Week. Fuck that guy. And you can quote me on that. Now to talk about next week, to preview what's going on, the Giants will play 6 games, 3 against Colorado, 3 against Cincinnati, all at home. I'm going to go 2 series wins. Giants are going 4-2 next week. Suck on my penis. Boom.
Even your wife doesn't want to do that.
Shit.
Dodgers coming up. We got 3 games against Washington, and then we got 3 at Colorado before we see you guys again. I'm thinking 5-1 because I definitely think the Dodgers are sweeping Colorado at home. I don't think they like how things went at Coors, so they're going to be coming hot. Washington, it's tough. It's tough to judge what they're going to be like because we've only seen 3 games, and one was a doubleheader yesterday. So who knows? I'm just excited for the ring ceremony and all the festivities on Friday. It's going to be the last little thing of the 2020 World Series Championship before it's really just full steam ahead. But I can see the Dodgers going 5-1.
Yeah, I guess that makes it. You guys haven't played at home yet? So we're both doing home openers. Giants home opener is on Friday. They actually have 2 Thursdays off in a row. So that when you're listening to this, the Giants are off, and it's a sad day. And
as are the Dodgers. But we are opening up tomorrow, Friday, against Nationals. It's going to be
Okay, I get what you're
magical.
doing here.
Yeah.
We got to talk about future. We got to act like we're in the future now.
That's right. 100%. As always, this episode is brought to you by Renovation Candle Company, where you can get premium vegan candle and cosmetics for less than premium prices.
Premium products for less than premium prices. You have to be an idiot not to buy everything they have in stock. Yeah, that's it. That's the best
They
thing
know
I got.
they know you got those $1,400 stimmies, so start acting like it.
Stop buying unnecessary shit like alligators and buy some fucking candles.
That's right.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting platform and on YouTube. Help us grow. Write us a review on Apple Podcasts. Hit us up on TikTok, Benches Cleared. On Twitter, Benches Cleared P. And Instagram, Benches Cleared Podcast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next fucking week, son.